igama nguThulebona Mbhele. Ngikhulele eKZN, but I was born endaweni ekuthiwa kuse Highflats. I grew up from there. Then after my matric, I came to Durban in 2001. Of course, ngangizozama impilo like everyone else mawukhula uba naleso sikhathi sokuthi kufika istage la khona sekufanele uyozama impilo. And I remember I had a pressure la khona ngase nginomntwana, my first son, which is Oluhle, may his soul rest in peace. So I remember ukuthi mangifika la eThekwini, the first thing that I did after I did a job hunting, but unfortunately I didn't get any job actually. So I decided to start a salon in Chesterville, because this is where indawo la ngafikela khona. Ngayirun isaluni ngiyakhumbula, that was 2001, and life was tough. I remember ngiyakhumbula nje ukuthi imali enganyenza esaluni yayingakwazi ukuthi even ngishintshe my home background. Imali enganyenza esaluni yayingakwazi ukuthi ngifundise izingane zami ezikoleni eziright. Imali enganyenza esaluni yayingakwazi ukuthi even ngilobole ngibe nonkosikazi. Yayikwazi ukuthi kahle kahle ngikwazi ukuthi ngilale ngidlile. Imali enganyenza esaluni. Ithe impilo isanzima injalo. Fortunately for me, I was invited by my friend, his name is Delane Maishi, may his soul rest in peace, to IFA presentation. And I went there and I listened to presentation and I said to myself, I am going to join this business. And I did exactly that. I joined the business. But before I took that decision to join the business, I had to go a bank in Yovuli account. When I went there, there was a lady who asked me, any account, and I told the lady, no, you IFA. And the lady said to me, no, you will come back and close this account. And I asked her why. She said, no, IFA doesn't pay people. And I was like, how? I went to presentation, I saw people who get paid every month from this business. Now the lady, she's saying this business doesn't pay people. And I said, I want to prove her wrong. And I asked her to open the account for me. She did open the account for me, and I signed up an application form, and I started to invite, because the message was clear. For me to get paid from this business, I was supposed to invite people, not to explain the business to the people. My role was only one rule, and I started to invite people like I was crazy, and I started to sow the result. The first test of the money that I received at IFA was 770 rand, and that money made me realize that I'm here to make money. My second earnings went to 1,002, third one went to 3.6, fourth one 4,000, fifth one 6. In 9 months, I was earning over 10,000 from this business. And remember, ngangisarun isaluni. But after the whole 10,900, I said to myself, no, let me stop to run this business in a salon, get to IFA full time, because I could see where I was going with this business. Guess what? 1 year later, I was earning over 30,000. 2 years later, 43. 3 years later, 50,000 plus. Then I started to do things that I always wanted to do. The first thing that I did, Highflats, where I grew up. Same year, that was 2012, I bought my first house in Malvern that worth over 1 million. And I remember that was uktenga my first car. I remember when we Peugeot 206. From there, I started to achieve so many things. I took my kids to better schools. I remember in 2016, where I was earning over 100,000 from this business, and I was managed to take even my kids to overseas. I remember we went to Barcelona. The following year we went to USA. The list is endless. But all I can say, in 2018, I was already a top earner from this business. I changed the address again. The first address, I was living in Chesterville, from Chesterville to Malvern, from Malvern to Durban North, to a 6 million rand house through this business. Or because of this business. the cars that I've experienced to drive because of this business, one of them is a Jeep Wrangler, Ford Ranger, and there's a car that I want in 2021, which is Havali H6, and there's a Golf 7 which I want from the same company, and there's a Mini Cooper. 3 cars that I want from the business. I can tell you, in terms of overseas trips, the list is endless. The history of this, when we present this business, we say since 2011 this business has been taking people to overseas. From 2010, actually, I was part of the people who enjoy my benefit of this business. My first trip in 2010 was going to Bali. The second one, which is 2011, was going to Rome. The third one, that was Greece in 2013. Maningi kakhulu ama countries umuntu asewahambile through this business. Ngikhuluma nawe nje, next year we are doing in Mauritius. This year we as IFA besenza iBali, and unfortunately mina nonkosikazi wami asikwazanga ukuhamba because sashonelwa ubaba wami washona. Then we decided ukuthi no, asingayi. A day before kuhanjwe sahlonipha indaba yokuthi sizongcwaba ekhaya. But into engayisho nje kumuntu ohleli out there, even osebenzayo othi but imali engiyenzayo ayingenelisi, this is a good platform where you can change your life through this business. This business works. Today I am the highest paid in the network since 2018. Success, there is no limit for success. As much as I am successful as I from this business, but I still want to be more successful from the very same business. The highest club that I ever achieved was 12,500 from this business. But my dream is to see myself on club, at least club 15,000 or even club 20,000 if ithuba livuma, because as long as usaphila kuleli business into emnandi ukuthi once you have started, there is no way that you will go or you won't make it, because usukune team that you have to work along with them so you can achieve as much as you can. And into engichaza kakhulu kuleli business iyodwa formula yokulenza. There is only one formula that can take you to places in this business. One of the formula that is always in my heart is IMF, where you take people to presentation and the rest is history. For you to be successful in the business, make sure you don't change the formula. You take people to presentation, and presenters or our professional presenters will do the rest. So I've never seen something that is easy as this business, because inviting, we are all used to invite people to parties, to invite people to weddings, to anywhere. So this is the same skill that you guys have, that you need to convert and use it so that you can earn money from this wonderful concept. Ngibonge nje kakhulu kwi-clientele group for coming up with such a wonderful idea or business idea la khona lishintsha impilo zama South African. Ngiye ngibuze nje ukuthi eyami impilo ngabe kuphi kube u-clientele didn't came up with this wonderful idea. Ngiye ngibuza ukuthi impilo zala abantu bonke sengiba all these IFAs impilo zabe ishintshile, ngabe zikuphi impilo zabo kube leli business lalingekho. So ngiphinde ngibongele kakhulu nalabo abasazolibona leli business bangene kulona lishintshe zabe impilo. I thank you so very much to clientele and management at large.